Hello all, and welcome to Creos Gaming. I'm continuing my NoMundane Run of Skyrim, in which I do not use weapons or armor, only use magic in combat. I've just finished... go away. I've just finished turning in the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller to the Greybeards. They did not have an additional quest for me. So diplomatic immunity seems to be the next step in the main quest, but I also want to do the quest to continue joining the Legion. So I'm supposed to clear out Fort... what was that? Fort what? Krogstad for that. So I'm going to come down here and head to Fort Krogstad to see if I can survive doing so. I'd been trying to up my magicka because in the past I tried to go through Fort Krogstad and I died horribly. I just didn't have the damage output to do well there. It's possible that I was also playing wrong. I've learned some stuff. For example, I've learned that the various skins, like bark skin, well, I don't think they call it bark. Was that a dragon? I think that was a dragon. Yep, that was a dragon. Where is it? Oh, come on! Alright, let's see if I can get somewhere where guards will help me. Because having help is going to be the best way for me to kill a dragon. I don't do so well on my own, unfortunately. Alright, let's hope my horse survives. Alright, so he is a fire breather. Alright, where is he? Why is it focusing on me? Not real sure. Alright, so we'll heal up. Toss on oak flesh. Switch back to lightning bolt. So much for taking some magic damage. That or it doesn't consider dragon breath magic damage, which is also possible. Now I'm out of magicka. On the bright side, I regen fast enough to be able to cast one-handed fairly rapidly. It's just a matter of... so if I can keep up the damage. I do have help, which is nice. Something to tank for me makes this a lot simpler. It does make for a long fight though, when I've got to rely on regen to get attacks in. But I don't want to use potions when I'm not... oh, hold on. I was going to say when I'm not really at risk, but still not really at risk because it's not focusing on me. Yet. Yeah. There's the switch. Okay. Alright, he's flying again. He's flying again. Fighting. Just drain my advantage. Was that a crash? I don't think I can stun a dragon. Okay, so it's a neat effect that the light that you have to adjust to the change in length, but it's really frustrating. Bummer, got caught that time. Gotta be more careful. Patience will win out on this one, I think. It looks like he's got something behind it, but I'm not sure why. course, the funny thing is, I was planning on running up to somewhere else. Took a hit again. So he doesn't seem to be doing as much damage. I'm not sure if that's got something to do with this dragon's level. I don't see the go around my hands, so I don't have that benefit there anymore. Yay, dead dragon. Alright, so was there somebody standing behind him? And if so, who? Random villager. Okay, that's why. What I would have liked your help against the dragon, but whatever. Okay, arrows, bones. I don't care about gold at this point from scales and stuff, so I'm just gonna leave them. Don't need to take up the weight. Okay.
Poor bastard's better off.
Alright, did my horse live? I think I'm gonna have to fast... Yes, my horse lived. Okay, good. I was worried I was gonna have to fast travel to find out what just happened. Thought it sounded like somebody got stabbed or something. Guess not. Alright. So, moving right along. Say I'm going to head somewhere that was more dangerous and end up in a fight with a dragon. So, random dragon account. Excuse me. Random dragon encounters is kind of interesting. A little bit weird. At lower levels, you get caught out in the open by a dragon, and you're pretty well hosed. Of course, with me, I'm pretty close to pretty well hosed anyway. I'm not real great at fighting dragons. As you could see in that particular instance, I was sitting there using the building as cover, because you just can't handle dragon breath directly. I've read someone saying that for dragons you really need to be using wards, but wards have to be channeled, or at least the basic ward that I have now. So I probably ought to see about purchasing a different ward and see if that doesn't require channeling. Alright, so I need to get up here. I've also got a quest to go to the Statue of Meridia. So, if I can find a path up, I may make a pit stop there as I'm continuing. Meridia is one of the divines, as they're called here. Found an orb of some sort, and when I picked it up, started hearing Meridia's voice in my head, talking about it. I don't remember if it was specifically a champion or just a similar concept. So, I believe I did the Meridia quest with, alright, so this is kind of the wrong way, with one of my other characters, and my memory is that she has quite a bit against undead, does not like undead, and so I've got no problem assisting in that case. I don't like undead either. Why, even though I'm playing a primarily magic character, I'm not using any of the necromancy spells. Granted, I think they're just conjuration still, but I've no interest in raising skeletons or so on and so forth. So I am... Oh, this looks like a promising way of getting to her zone, so I'll dismount here because the horse does not like stairs. It just doesn't run properly. Oh, be ready to...
Look at my temple lying in ruins. So much for the constancy of mortals, their crafts and their hearts.
Okay.
If they love me not, how can my love reach them?
Well, you're divine, ain't you? I wouldn't think it would require their love to... but whatever. Ooh, I learned to fly. Wow. Falling damage is a thing here.
It is time for my splendor to return to Skyrim.
Oh, hello.
But the token of my truth lies buried in the ruins of my once great temple, now tainted by a profane darkness skittering within.
Okay.
The necromancer Malkaran defiles my shrine with vile corruptions, trapping lost souls left in the wake of this war to do his bidding. Worse still, he uses the power stored within my own token to fuel his foul deeds. I have brought you here, mortal, to be my champion. You will enter my temple, retrieve my artifact, and destroy the Defiler.
Okay. Well, tell me more about this artifact.
Mortals call it Dawnbreaker, for it was forged in a holy light that breaks upon my foes, burning away corruption and false life. You will enter my shrine, destroy Malkaran, and retrieve this mighty blade.
It doesn't really sound like I have a choice in the matter.
But a single candle can banish the darkness of the entire void. If not you, then someone else. My beacon is sure to attract a worthy soul. But if you are wise, you will heed my bidding. Go now. The artifact must be reclaimed, and Malkaran destroyed. Malkaran has forced the doors shut, but this is my temple, and it responds to my decree. I will send down a ray of light. Guide this light through my temple, and its doors will open.
Alright then. However, I kind of found your beacon by just randomly opening chests, so I'm not sure that really counts as, you know, finding somebody worthy, or attracting somebody worthy, or whatever the phrasing you used was. But I'm gonna get to kill a bunch of undead, and I dislike undead, so I'll take it. So speaking of killing undead, firebolt. That reminds me. Magic. I also got destruction. Chain lightning. Okay. What is fireball? Ooh. So cost 12, cost 82. I'm gonna need to get that. Do I have free skill points? Yeah, but no, disintegrate's not what I want. But I don't have expert destruction yet. Oh, good. But now I do have a death destruction. Expert destruction is going to require 75, and I am at 51. But how much does fireball cost? Oops, now. Fireball now costs 41. Man. It's an increase of a little over 50%, but it's also a cost increase of huge. We'll see. So let's see how Firebolt works. I'll still put Fireball into my favorites, just so it's there. Same with Chain Lightning, and I should have gotten a new Ice Storm. 50 points per second, health and stamina. So what does Ice Storm look like? And we'll put in it my favorites too. Oh. Okay. Cool. So then Fireball. That's kind of cool too. Does it look any different double cast? A little bit bigger explosion. Alright, so that's enough of that. If I need to hit a group, I can use Fireball. But if it's just singles, where the heck am I supposed to go? Right now, let's do that. Because I'm trying to figure out where the entrance to her thing is. Oh, okay, here we go. Much better. Nope, more side quests means more destruction experience, so I'll take it. Alright. So as much as I don't mind killing, what do you call them? Undead. I don't prefer fighting them. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I am happy to remove them from existence. I am still of the... I know that some attempts have been made to sanitize, we'll call it, the notion of the undead, so zombies have gotten a treatment of they're not so bad. Vampires for a long time have been getting that treatment, but I am still of the opinion that the undead are a bad thing, just in general. The whole bit about, one, you know, messing with nature, two, doing things in a way that, well, it's still messing with nature, but there's kind of this, there's messing with nature from the perspective of just not wanting, I guess you could say messing from nature with the perspective of science, and then messing with nature from the perspective of propriety, what is correct and right, and attempting to gain power through the manipulation of the dead just is classically inappropriate, or classically wrong. And I'm from that classic camp of, oh, that's not what I was hoping for. And I'm running low on it. I need to switch to my staff here shortly. Staff. Okay, so how do I recharge the staff then? I don't remember. Weapons, staff. T is charge. Okay. Wow, that was good. Missing is not a good idea. Ah! How am I missing? What the heck? Okay, this is starting to annoy me. There we go. Good. Alright. Oh. I have to remember to summon an Atronach, because that's sort of a continuous damage type thing, rather than... forgot that the last time I tried to use them, it was actually useful. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Granted, with all three of them, it was a bit difficult, but I think if I had dropped an Atronach, it would have been a little simpler. Alright, so we've got to raise this thing, probably. Yep, that opens that. Good. Another soul gem. Doesn't look like anything useful up there. Alright. Potion of something. So I was saying that I'm of the... I'm a fan of... Well, that's weird. But I'm a fan of classical fantasy, which means a number of things, but at least preferring that, or believing that undead are going the whole undead or abomination route. And I'm pretty sure that here in Skyrim, they consider necromancers as not a big deal if you don't count Meridia herself and her opinion of them, but I don't think there's the same kind of stigma surrounding necromancers as there is in other things. Of course, then you have things like Diablo 3, where the necromancer was one of the most powerful classes, which was moderately humorous in its own right. Alright, so I can handle 2 of them pretty well on my current magicka quantities. I suppose I could try hitting them with Fireball, and that might have been a good spot to do it. They were kind of close together. I'm just concerned about spending magic. I mean, the larger spells, they do more damage, but by doing more... Oh, here we go. A door. They do more damage, but if you miss, it's that much worse. And I've been missing quite a bit, unfortunately. And just because... Do that. Alright. Still just a door. What do we got? Now, when I've seen the smoke rising like that, it's usually meant that there's the corrupted things. So, we'll see what we find. Nope. Alright. Apparently it's just ambiance. I thought it meant that those guys were around. Okay. Search chest. Not seeing any trap ropes. Alright. Gold, lockpicks, magicka. Woo! Potion of magicka. That'll be helpful later. What am I looking at? So there's another ball that I need to raise to get the light to continue on. I hear... Yep, I was going to say, I hear something. I don't know if he's alone, though. If not... Okay, come on, Shade. Looks like he's alone. And now he's dead. I do kind of wish you could turn those off. Bone meal, that'll work. Alright. Yeah, and my magic regen's pretty nice, so when I'm out of combat, I'm not too worried about it. I'd really like it to get high enough that I can, for example, spam a lower level spell and just really not run out of magicka when I'm in combat. That might be too much. If I can't get there, getting to a point where... Oops. Getting to a point where out of combat, I can... Or in combat, I can wait less time before having to... Or have a shorter period before I can cast again. So that just that's why I've been putting as much points, or as many points into magic as I have been. Alright. I don't think I have anything to disenchant. I think I said screw it and just sold everything, but we'll find out. Necklace of lockpicking. Sure, why not? I'm not doing lockpicking on this character anymore, so... And these are what I'm wearing, so I'm gonna not switch to that. Or not disenchant that. Alright, so... That's locked. I'm still stealthing. Sneaking, excuse me. So that's good. Alright, so this will... activate this pedestal. Alright. The urn. Nope, that one's empty. What's this one? Oh, good, it's not empty. Well, a little gold doesn't hurt. So I did have the thought in that fight though that because Fireball explodes, you don't have to aim directly at the thing. Oh. Oh. not what I was expecting. Anyway, but because Fireball explodes, you don't have to aim directly at whatever it is. Maybe you can aim around it. And it did sound like it did the amount of damage it does in that radius, not just to what it hits. So if I aim at the floor, aim at something's feet, then maybe I'll be able to do more damage, or still do damage. Whereas with Firebolt, even if I miss by a hair, I've done nothing. So perhaps I've been looking at this wrong, but we'll find out in one of these fights. Alright. These have been sneak increased, which means something should be able to see me. Or, well, something should be in line of sight. Alright, let's try this. Before I do, I really should have... Alright, you know what? I'm going to run a test real quick. Okay, I cannot hurt myself. Excellent. That was going to be a point of concern if I could hurt myself, because that would be bad. Because I know you can hurt your own followers, and then they'll turn on you, which is annoying. Alright, where are they? Help. Okay, so that worked, but... wasn't ideal. Run away! Ha! Speaking of run, let's actually do that. Dead. If the other one doesn't come too quickly, which he did. Come on. Stun! Haha! Oh, and I haven't summoned an Octronaut like I said I was going to. No, guess I'm just gonna regen and beat the car out of him myself. Oh good, destruction increased. I'm all for increasing my skills. That works. Not quite what I meant to do, but I'll take it. So these used to be Imperials. Okay. So much going on, I really need to remember that I have these different skills available to me. Because I'm missing out on opportunities that I shouldn't be. I am surviving better, though. So that's one of the things I was concerned about, and I'm glad that that's the case. Okay, so now I've got to raise that one. Am I? Yeah, I am. Oh, but I can't. He's moving, so I'm not going to be able to hit him from there. Oh, hey, this opened. Cool. Alright. If it's just you, then let's try it. I'm glad that I've got the stagger effect. That makes things a little easier so long as there's just the one of them. If there's multiples, I can only stagger one at a time. I think. I mean, my memory is that I didn't stagger with the channeled ability, so I don't know if you could stagger with an explosion or not. And I don't know how I'd really confirm that, is the other thing. Alright, so this is a trapped door, but just as well. Okay, so what do we got in here? We've got a empty strongbox, a chest that has some cash in it, true shot, stamina, and boots. Oh, and some urn. Cool. Alright. There's really... It doesn't feel like there's a good way to test things to find out what happens if you do one thing or another. And that's a little... I wonder what happened. Don't know. Alright, and that's a little concerning, just the inability to really... What did this do? Doesn't appear to do anything. Always concerns me when you find something in a game and it doesn't seem like it does anything, because if you have a very forward-looking game developer they might be willing to put something in play that seems one way. It is quite clearly another. What am I hearing? Okay. Aha! One more. Steel arrow, which is pretty much just 1 gold, but still worth picking up for all that. Alright. And jump. Oh hey, there are hands. I hadn't noticed the hands before. I just thought it raised it up out of the pedestal. Ugh. I did not clear down there. Do I care? No, I don't think I do. Ow! What the hell? Oh! Okay, don't walk through the light, apparently. Good to know. Oop. Alright, let's see. Another desecrated orbs. Battle of Red Mountain. No. Increasing block isn't very useful. But I did it. So. That's a locked chest. Alright, so I was saying every 4 levels, which means level 16 into 17 I want health. Yeah. Alright. And I'm still waiting for destruction to increase to be able to add to anything. Right? Destructing dual casting. Apprentice destruction. Augment. Requires 60, so I can't get any of these. Intense flames. Causes things to flee. Do I want to do that? I mean, is it really any benefit if things are running away? I don't feel like it would be. Once deep freeze, paralyzes. See, that I could see being useful. Shock. And so the reason causing them to run away I don't feel like would be helpful is if... I think the game functions such that allied things can attract one another. And if something goes running away, you know what? Pull up an Atronach. Because I don't have it. Oh, Conjure. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure that there will be just him in here. But we'll see. Come on. Do your job. Thank you. Right now, it looks like just him. It might have been a waste, but we'll see. It wasn't a waste. No. Weapons. Axe. Where was it? Steel battle axe. Store that. Take the bone meal instead. Alright, so... Not seeing any opponents, but I do hear one, at least. Let's see what we find. Alright, so the Atronach's kind of low level. Still worth summoning to increase that skill, though, I think. Alright, so this is the way I'm supposed to be going. I really should have figured out what else was in here before I went that way, though. Jump. Jump again. Did I come from there? No, I came from there. So, let's see what's in each of these. It's this weird semi-completionist. Well, completionist is the wrong word, because completionist means getting all of the achievements and that kind of thing, and that's not what I mean. But it's this weird hybrid where where I want to pick up everything, but I don't necessarily care about picking up everything. It's just worth checking and picking up more stuff. So, alright. In here, we've got good, more magicka. Of course, I haven't been using them. I guess I'm saving them for when I don't want to use the staff because something major's going on. Alright, oh, okay. This is this room. And then this opens a new door. Okay. walk through the light. Dropping. Oh, hey. Now I can go loot over here where I had not before. Okay, what are these? Gold, emerald ring, gold, burial, desecrated corpse. They're all imperial. I don't know if that's, like, means anything or not. If there's some significance to that in either the gameplay itself or into the plot. So, for example, are they all Imperial because I'm trying to join the Imperials, which I haven't gotten very far on? Or are they all Imperial because this guy's allied with the Stormcloaks, or just doesn't want to tick off the Stormcloaks for some reason? Don't know. I'm not sure I'll actually find out either, but... Okay, I've got another one there. Desecrated corpse. I don't hear anything, but the air does have the shadowy stuff, so I'm not sure what's up. 100 gold was nice. Division of the pedestal. Alright. Oh, hey. Alright. Stamina, don't care, but it's sellable. Chest. Amethyst. Soldier. Don't care about Guardian Circles too much either. Oh, good. More magicka. I'm getting a nice stockpile of magicka potions. I fully expect I'm going to need them, given that the guy at the end of this is a caster. I'm kind of hoping I can do something to be strategic about the fight, basically. Oh, speaking of which, alright, let's see here. What do we got? I'm gonna... I'll start with... No, not the ward. Not like oak flesh. So, start with oak flesh. Add a flame atronach after my magicka comes back, because I'm out of combat still. And then go. And see about using chain lightning. Because... No. Oh, wow. Come on, Atronach. No. That was not. Come on. Alright. Guys, oh, crap. Items. Potions. 75 points. Sure, let's do that. Health regenerates and drains the charging magicka by 14 points. No, I do not want to drain my magicka. Yeah, that'll take. Potion of restore magicka. I don't want to use Ice Storm, but let's try it. Oh, hello. That worked well. So now he has a shade. Now let's see. Oh. Okay, so I was supposed to get... Okay, so I destroyed him, but I'm supposed to get an item from him, too. So... what the heck? Oh,
It is done. The Defiler is defeated. Take Dawnbreaker from its pedestal.
Sure. Just a second. Make sure that I get every... Nope, nope, not that one. Very learned. Yep. Okay. I need to stop doing that. Okay. Wow, he had a lot of corpses. That ain't cool. Of course, as I say here, looting all of their cash. Some for money, some for power. Hidden for power, apparently. Okay, so I'm supposed to take Dawnbreaker from it. Okay, here's Dawnbreaker. What's going on? Oh, this is probably going to be another one of those vision things. Yep.
Malkaran is vanquished.
No.
Skyrim's dead shall remain at
Good.
rest. This is as it should be. This is because of you. A new day is dawning, and you shall be its herald.
Maybe?
Take the mighty Dawnbreaker, and with it purge corruption from the dark corners of the world. Wield it in my name, that my influence may grow.
Sorry, lady, I don't use swords. So, I'll keep it, but I can't spread your religion.
It matters not. The plant cares nothing for the rays that bring it the warmth of the sun. As you carry Dawnbreaker, so will my light touch the world.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not going to carry Dawnbreaker. I don't use weapons. I fry crap with magic. But, whatever. Okay. Alright, so, that was Meridia's zone. What's my weight's now at 230. So I'm gonna have to find somewhere to store stuff. Oh hey, it's a person. What kind of person are you, person? You're a Thalmar, right? Yep.
Walk away. No.
I am not messing with a Thalmar. They killed me the last time I did that. So, that's been about 45 minutes. I'm going to call that good. And next time, I will continue on trying to join the Legion as I had planned on doing this time. So that'll be just over this hill here, which shouldn't be hard. I may go into Wolfskull Cave too, which should probably end up meaning that. The man who cried wolf is involved there. You know, I might as well just try and do that. Of course, I might die terribly like I did the first time, but I think I've gotten my skills up higher so that I'm regenning magicka faster, I'm doing more damage, and that ice ball was really cool. Because it was doing damage over time to things right next to it. But for right now, I'm going to call that good. Thanks all.